Good evening, boys and girls.
Good evening, sir.
Today we shall learn a new chapter, that is chapter 5 of a geography book. The name of this chapter is Minerals and Energy Resources. Now I will present So this is the name of this chapter, Minerals and Energy Resources, chapter 5. So here in the first, in this box, actually this box is a story of Havan and his father, and it simply tells the significance of these minerals and energy resources in the present day world. And here in this big paragraph, here also this big paragraph tells this importance of minerals in our day-to-day life. So let us read. Minerals are an indispensable part of our lives. Very important for our day-to-day lives. Now let us read. Almost everything we use, from a tiny pin to a towering building, almost everything we use, from a tiny pin to a towering building or a ship, all are made from minerals. That you will be knowing. So from the alpines to the big buildings and the ship, all these are made from these iron steel, from minerals. Then railway lines and tarmac. So tarmac means a paving material of this tar and this broken stone. That is used for paving the roads. Our implements and machinery too are made from minerals. Railway lines, then tarmac on the roads, our tools and implements, our machineries, all these are made from minerals. Likewise, cars, buses, trains, aeroplanes are manufactured from minerals and run on power resources derived from the earth. Then even the food that we eat contains minerals. In all stages of development, human beings have used minerals for their livelihood, decoration, festivities, religious and ceremonial rites. So in every event of human beings, we use these minerals and energy resources. These are clearly mentioned here. And I think explanation is not needed. It is self-explanatory that our houses, buildings are made of these iron steel. That means see the roofing, then these big buildings are using these iron rods, steel beams, like that. You'll be knowing. Car, buses, trains, aeroplanes, all these are manufactured from these minerals like iron, steel, aluminum. And these are driven using the minerals like petroleum and its products derived from this earth surface. So all these sentences tell the importance of minerals in the present day world. And here again, see, a bright smile from toothpaste and mineral. This topic, okay, also tells the importance of minerals. Okay, actually this is an example. This is an example telling the importance of these minerals. Now let us read. This is very interesting also. Toothpaste and minerals. Okay, so toothpaste cleans your teeth. Okay, we are doing every day. Then abrasive minerals like silica, limestone, aluminum oxide, and various phosphate minerals do the cleaning activity. Okay, so cleaning of our teeth is done by these minerals like silica, limestone, aluminum oxide, and various phosphate minerals. Okay, then fluoride, which is used to reduce cavities, cavities that holes in the tooth. So fluoride, which is used to reduce cavities, cavities, that this formation of holes in the tooth, comes from a mineral fluoride. That means fluoride protects, okay, cavities in the teeth. And most toothpastes are made white with titanium oxide, which comes from minerals called this rutile, ilmenite, and anatase. So most of the, as you see, most of the toothpastes are white, and it is made with, okay, titanium oxide, and titanium oxide is obtained from minerals called rutile, ilmenite, and anatase. Okay, then the sparkle in some toothpastes comes from mica. Sometimes, see, for example, a close-up, it contains sparkles, okay, different, having these crystals of different colors. Okay, the sparkle in some toothpastes come from mica. And the toothbrush and tube containing the paste are made of plastics from petroleum. So in this way, okay, everything that we use in the day-to-day life, okay, is made from these minerals. Okay, so this is about this toothpaste. Okay, say this is an example telling the importance of these minerals and the energy resources in our day-to-day life. And again, we have one more example. Okay, one more example telling the importance of these minerals is here. See, all living things need minerals. See, life processes cannot occur without minerals. Let us see. Okay, life processes cannot occur without minerals. That means we cannot survive without these minerals. Plants, animals, and human beings, okay, cannot survive without minerals. Let us read. Although our mineral intake represents only about 0.3% of our total intake of nutrients, they are so potent and so important that without them we would not be able to utilize the other 99.7% of foodstuff. So it tells the importance of minerals in the human body. See, the mineral intake, okay, the quantity that we eat, that is a mineral, represents only about 0.3%. That means we intake only 0.3% of our total intake of nutrients. But this 0.3% is very very important, that without this 0.3% of these minerals, the other 99.7% of the foodstuff cannot be utilized, cannot be digested, and cannot be utilized, cannot be absorbed, okay, in our body. Am I connected?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any question regarding the importance of these minerals in our daily life? Do you have any question regarding this importance of minerals in our daily life? Any question? Okay, since you don't have a question, then let me proceed. Okay, so here, what is a mineral? So we have learned the importance of minerals, okay, in our daily life, in the human body. Now let us see what is a mineral. So geologists define mineral as a homogeneous, naturally occurring substance with definable internal structure. Geologists, you know, the persons, okay, scholars who these studies about the origin of the earth interior, okay, about the origin of rocks, minerals, and the earth interior, define mineral as a homogeneous. Homogeneous means uniform, naturally occurring substance with a definable internal structure. Here, internal structure refers to this internal atomic structure. So we can define a mineral, okay, in a more comprehensive way, that a mineral is a naturally occurring organic or inorganic substance, okay, having an orderly atomic structure and a definite chemical composition and physical properties. So each mineral has a definite physical and chemical properties, and each mineral has a definite atomic structure, okay. And you know, minerals are formed by these combining these elements, okay. We have single element minerals also there, but minerals are mainly formed by combining two or more elements. And minerals are found in varied forms in nature, okay, ranging from the hardest diamond to the softest steel. So we find different types of minerals in the nature, okay, ranging from the hardest this mineral like diamond to the softest one like tell. Okay, so why are they so varied? They are varied because of these differences in the mode of formation. So any question regarding this? Any question regarding the definition of this mineral? Do you hear me?
No, sir.
Okay, actually internet connection was lost. That is why I'm asking, okay, about the connection. So let us proceed. And in the lower classes, you have already learned about these rocks also. Okay, what are rocks? So rocks are combinations of homogeneous substances called minerals. That means rocks are an aggregate of these minerals. In other words, we can say that rocks, okay, are formed by combining two or more minerals. Sometimes these single mineral, these rocks are also found, okay, like limestone, okay. Say some rocks, for instance, limestone consists of single mineral only, but most of the mineral, okay, most of the rocks are formed by combining these two or more these minerals, whereas these rocks like limestone is formed by a single mineral, okay. And so here on the earth surface, or in the earth surface, we have over 2000 minerals, okay, identified, known. We have around say more than 2000 minerals identified, okay, say on and in the earth surface. However, we are using only a few, so say 300-400 minerals have been used of these 2000 these minerals found on the earth. And see here in this paragraph you will find see some physical characteristics of these minerals, okay. See, color is one of the most important physical characteristics of mineral, you know. Actually, see, color of the mineral is determined by their molecular structure, okay. Colors of the minerals are determined by the arrangement of this molecular structure. So for example, malachite is this green in color. However, some of the these colors of the some of the minerals, okay, are determined by the presence of impurities. For example, quartz, okay, quartz actually it is glass-like substance, but when impurities are present, then the color of quartz may be this green, then red or yellow, okay. Then see, we have hardness, that about the this hardness range, I think you might have learned in the science classes also, okay. And just before a few minutes ago also, say we have this diamond, the hardest substance, and we have this talc, the softest one. The scale is ranging from 1 to 10, what we call Mohs scale, okay, hardness scale. Then we have these crystal forms, you know, crystal forms. See, every mineral has these crystal forms, okay. So sometimes these the crystals forming the minerals may take the shape of this cube, or sometimes the crystal may take the shape of this octahedron or hexagonal prisms like that. And this shape of the these crystals, okay, is determined by the internal arrangement of the molecules. Then luster, so luster here means the shininess of the these minerals, okay. Sometimes we say the shininess of a substance we express like this, this silky, metallic, glossy, okay, we express shininess in this way. Then the last one is the density, okay, the density of the these minerals. So these are the important physical these properties or characteristics of the these minerals, okay. You know, density actually it is expressed in terms of specific gravity. And next here, okay, in this box here, the study of minerals by geographer and a geologist. So what is the main difference between, okay, the geographers and the geologists? This how do geologists study minerals, and how do geographers study minerals? Given here, see, geographers study minerals okay, as a part of the earth crust for a better understanding of the landforms. So geographers study mineral as a part of the earth crust for a better understanding of the landforms. So we find different types of landforms on the earth surface, okay, and for the better understanding of this landform we study minerals, because the shaping of the this earth surface is sometimes determined by the type of the rocks and minerals, and the distribution of the mineral resources and the associated economic activities are the interests of geographers. So we mainly discuss about the economic importance. Okay, geographers especially take interest in this economic importance of the these minerals. We mainly deal with the economic importance of the usefulness of the minerals. And for the geologists, okay, geologists is interested in the formation of the mineral, their age, their physical and chemical composition. Geologists only studies about the origin of the minerals, about their age, and about their physical and chemical composition. So this is the main difference between the geographers and the geologists about minerals. Okay. So any question up to here? Any question up to here? Do you have questions about the physical properties or characteristics of minerals, or any other question related with the minerals? Okay, since nobody is responding, let me proceed. Next, we have mode of occurrence of minerals. How do minerals occur? Okay, how do minerals occur? Where are these minerals found? So before we learn this about the occurrence of mineral, let us find out where are these minerals found. Answer is here. Minerals are usually found in ores. Okay, minerals are usually found in ores. Then what are ores? The term ore is used to describe an accumulation of any mineral mixed with other elements. Okay, ore is used to describe an accumulation, means a collection of any mineral mixed with other elements. So most of the minerals are found in the form of ores. Okay, impurities are also there in this case. And here, say before we begin this mode of occurrence of minerals, say here we have classification of minerals here. Okay, and here minerals are classified into three types: metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals, and energy minerals. Three types of minerals are there, and metallic minerals are divided into three subtypes. We have ferrous minerals, means containing iron. Okay, ferrous mineral means containing iron. For example, iron ore, manganese, nickel, cobalt. Then non-ferrous minerals, then means which do not contain iron. For example, copper, lead, tin, bauxite, etc. Then we have another type of metallic, okay, precious metallic minerals like gold, silver, platinum. So examples of non-metallic means which do not contain metal. So we have mica, then salt, potash, sulfur, granite, limestone, marble, sandstone. Okay, rocks are also there. Then examples of energy minerals, we have coal, petroleum, natural gases. So these are the different types of minerals. Now let us see, okay, about the formation or the occurrence of the minerals, the main types of formations in which minerals occur. Now let us see. The first mode of occurrence. In igneous and metamorphic rocks, minerals occur, okay, in the cracks, crevices, faults or joints. The smaller occurrences are called veins and the larger ones are called lodes. I think in the lower classes you might have learned about these igneous and metamorphic rocks. Now let us see this is a rock. Okay, this is say a metamorphic or this igneous rock, and here in this rock you may find these cracks. Okay, cracks. Then you may find these crevices. Actually, cracks and crevices, these are same thing, but crevices are bigger and this longer one. Okay, and here in the rocks you may find joints also. Joint, actually this is a weak point, a weak line on the rock. Okay, and here in igneous and metamorphic rocks, see, minerals are deposited in these cracks and crevices or in the holes. Okay, here in this area, in these cracks and crevices, these minerals are deposited. And here the larger deposit, okay, the larger deposit is known as, say, for example, in this case, this is the larger deposit, and here the larger deposit is known as lot, right? The larger one is known as lot, and the smaller one is known as vein. So this is the smaller deposit, and the smaller deposit is known as a vein. Okay, so in this way, in the igneous and the metamorphic rocks, minerals are deposited in the cracks and the crevices or joints. Okay, and the larger deposit is known as lot, and the smaller one is known as vein. Okay, let us read further. In most cases, they are formed when minerals in liquid, molten, and gaseous forms are forced upward through cavities towards the earth's surface. They cool and solidify as they rise. So this is the mode of formation of igneous rock that you have learned earlier. See here. So this is crust, let us say, and here this is the mantle, and let us say here we have a pool of magma, and say from the magma. Okay, so this is magma, and from this pool of magma, say magma rises, intruded, okay, through the holes, cavities of the crust, and when this magma is solidified, maybe in the earth interior or maybe on the earth surface. Okay, it may be ejected on the earth surface also, or it may be cooled down in the earth surface also. When magma is cooled down, okay, when magma is cooled down, then there will be contraction, and because of that there will be cracks and crevices in the these rocks. Okay, when it is solidified, when it is cooled down, there may be cracks and crevices and holes in the rocks. And these molten minerals, okay, the molten minerals are deposited in the cracks and the crevices of this igneous rock. In this way, okay, in metamorphic and igneous rock, minerals are deposited in the cracks and the crevices. And in this way, some major metallic minerals like tin, then copper, zinc, lead are obtained, okay, from veins and lodes. So here, do you have any question regarding this occurrence of minerals in the metamorphic and the igneous rock? Do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay, then let us proceed.
Igneous rock, sir.
Igneous rock. You know, igneous rock, actually igneous rocks are formed when magma or the lava, okay, is cooled down. And as I told you, when this magma is cooled down and solidified, okay, there will be cracks, there will be formation of the cracks in the rock. Okay, when the lava is cooled down and solidified, because of contraction process, there will be cracks and crevices in the igneous rock. And in these cracks and crevices, these minerals, okay, the liquefied minerals will be deposited like this. Say for example, this is the crack formed in the rock, and in these cracks the minerals, okay, the minerals in liquid form will be deposited. Okay, so in this way minerals are occurred in the igneous rocks. Clear?
Yeah.
Then in sedimentary rocks, actually, you know, sedimentary rock, these are transported. Okay, these are the rocks formed by transportation. And for the igneous rock, these are rocks formed by cooling of lava and magma in the earth surface or on the earth surface. And for the metamorphic rocks, when actually a rock is under high pressure and temperature, then the internal structure, the molecular structure of the crystal structure of the rock is changed to another form, and that a new type of rock is known as this metamorphic rock. Okay, metamorphic means change in the form. So in sedimentary rocks, a number of minerals occur in batch and a layer. So this is the most important characteristics of sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks has different layers or beds. Okay, and they have been formed as a result of deposition, accumulation, and concentration in horizontal strata. Yes, I told you actually these sedimentary rocks are formed by deposition of the sediments in layers. Okay, in different layers. So this is a strata or a bed. Okay, so this is what I call a bed, BED, bed or a strata, a layer. In this way, these sedimentary rocks are formed, okay, by accumulation of different layers. And see, coal and some forms of iron ore have been concentrated as a result of this long period under great heat and pressure. So coal is an example. Okay, coal is an example of mineral occurred in sedimentary rocks. Now let us see. Say here, let us say here we have say here we have a thick vegetation cover. So many trees, then grasses, and let us say this is a well forested area. And due to some tectonic events, okay, maybe because of faulting or because of the sliding of this mountain, this vegetation, this very dense forest may be covered. Okay, this thick dense forest, let us suppose has been covered by a thick layer of the this earth material. And in due course of time, these vegetations, okay, these dead plants, this dead plant matter will be decayed, okay, into peat. And since it is buried, since this peat, that is the decayed matter of plants and grasses, are buried under high heat and pressure, okay, it will be turned into coal. In other words, see, coal is formed when dead plant matter decays into peat and is converted into coal by heat and pressure of deep burial over millions of years. That means when these vegetations, okay, these trees and grasses, okay, say has been buried by a thick layer of this soil, then it will be decayed into peat, and since it has been there in the earth surface, okay, under high pressure and heat, this peat will be transformed into a coal after millions and millions of years. So in this way, okay, coal is occurred in the sedimentary these rocks. Okay, you will find coal as a layer. Okay, here a bed may be occupied by these coal. And another group of sedimentary minerals include this gypsum, potash, salt, and the sodium salt. And so these are formed as a result of evaporation, especially in the arid regions. That means in some sedimentary rocks, okay, salt are also present, like the gypsum, then potash salt, and the sodium salt. And these are formed as a result of evaporation. So when these liquids are evaporated, then the crystals of salt will remain on the surface. And so in this way, potash salt and sodium salt are found in the desert areas. Okay. So any question regarding these sedimentary rocks, occurrence of minerals in the sedimentary rocks? Yes, Derek, igneous.
No.
Okay. Igneous rocks are formed from the volcanic eruptions, but igneous rocks also can be formed in the earth interior without eruption. Okay. When lava is cooled down in the earth interior, then igneous rocks are also formed. Then let us proceed. So another mode of formation of this occurrence, okay, of minerals is given here. Decomposition of the surface rocks, that is chemical weathering process. Okay, chemical weathering, actually weathering is the breaking down of these rocks into smaller and smaller pieces. And we have two types of weathering process. One is the mechanical weathering process, another one is the chemical weathering process. And here decomposition of surface rocks means chemical weathering process. So another mode of formation involves the decomposition of surface rocks and removal of soluble constituents, leaving a residual mass of weathered material containing ores. Let me repeat, okay? Another mode of formation involves the decomposition of surface rocks and removal of soluble constituents, leaving a residual mass of weathered material containing ores. So it is in this way, okay? It is formed in this way. Let us say here we have the surface, and here we have a very big rock, and this big rock here, in this big rock, let us suppose it is embedded with some ores. Okay, so these are some ores embedded in the big rock. And again, let us suppose this big rock is mainly composed of these compounds of calcium carbonate. Okay, and you know these compounds of calcium carbonate like limestone and these dolomite, these are soluble, okay, to the rainwater and the running water. So when there is rainfall, these soft areas, okay, composed of these calcium carbonate will be taken out, will be dissolved. And here all these areas of the rock mainly composed of these calcium carbonate, different compounds of these calcium carbonates are dissolved. Then these embedded ores will remain on the surface, okay, will remain on the surface as a residue. Here this is the new surface, and the ores will remain on the surface like this, okay, as a residual mass of weathered material. And so bauxite is formed in this way. See, let me repeat. Here let us suppose this is a big rock embedded with some ores, and again let us suppose that this big rock is mainly composed of calcium carbonates, and since calcium carbonates are soluble, okay, in the rainwater and the running water. When there is rainfall, then the soluble material will be removed, and those insoluble parts, okay, these ores will remain on the surface as a residual mass. So in this way, bauxite is obtained. Okay, see, in this way, bauxite is formed in this way. Okay. Then another mode of this occurrence, in certain minerals, okay, may occur as a alluvial deposit in the sands of valley floors and at the base of the hills. And these deposits are called placer deposits and generally contain minerals which are not corroded by this water. Actually, see here, say for example, this is a mountain, okay, and let us say a river is flowing down here, and you know the river carries a lot of sediments like these pebbles, sands, rock fragments, okay, and these are known as alluvial deposits or placer deposit. So it may be deposited at the foot of the hill, or it may be deposited on the floor of the river, that is on the bed of the river, like this. Okay, let us suppose this is the bed of the valley, this is the river valley, and on the bed here you may find these rock fragments, sands, and pebbles, okay, and these are known as alluvial deposits. So here sometimes we find, okay, gold, silver, tin, platinum mixed with the sand, okay, or rock fragments. So in this way, some of the minerals are found mixing with alluvial deposits. Okay, sometimes we find gold, pieces of gold mixed with sand. Okay, sometimes we find silver, tin, or platinum mixed with these sand, pebbles, and rock fragments. So in this way, the minerals are occurred mixing with these alluvial deposits known as placer deposits. Okay, then another one, these ocean waters contain these vast quantities of minerals, but most of these are too widely diffuse and to be of economic significance. That means ocean water contains a lot of minerals. Say for example, it is said that ocean water contains gold. Okay, this in this colloidal form. It is said that ocean water contains a very small pieces, okay, of gold in colloidal form. And see, but we have this common salt, then magnesium, then bromine, okay, say all these minerals, common salt, magnesium, then bromine, are largely derived from the ocean waters. So we extract common salt, magnesium, and bromine from the ocean water. That means ocean waters contain vast quantities of minerals. And this on the bed of the oceans also, on the bed of the oceans, say we find rich manganese nodules. Okay, nodules means the smaller knots. So these are the 5 ways of occurrence of the minerals. Any question up to here, boys and girls? Any question up?
No, sir.
Okay, then see here in this box. Okay, let us analyze this box. Here, red hole mining. So what is red hole mining? Let us read. See, this in India, okay, most of the minerals in India, let us read this here. Most of the minerals in India are nationalized, and their extraction is possible only after obtaining due permission from the government. If you want to do mining activity, okay, of a certain mineral, then you say you need to take permission from the government. Only after getting the permission you can do the extraction of the minerals. But in most of the tribal areas, okay, tribal areas in Northeast India, minerals are owned by individuals or communities. This is mainly in the Northeast India, okay. Minerals are owned by the individuals and the communities. And in Meghalaya, these there are large deposits of coal, iron ore, limestone, and dolomite. And coal mining in Jawai and the Serapanji is done by these family members in the form of a long narrow tunnel known as red hole mining. See, Jawai, actually here at Jawai also, okay, this one JNB also there, okay, and Mukla one JNB also there. Actually, Jawai is a big town located nearby that JNB, and there in Jawai we have very big coal these fields. And so in Jawai and the Serapanji area, this coal mining is done by family members in the form of a long narrow tunnel known as red hole mining. Simply they are digging a very small, okay, see, for example, this is the cliff, let us say, and here they are making a very small but long narrow holes, a tunnel, okay, and they are doing a mining activity here, and this is known as red hole mining. And actually see, this red hole mining, is very risky. Red hole mining is not safe. Sometimes, okay, the roof may be collapsed and killing people, and that is why the National Green Tribunal has declared such activities illegal and recommended that this should be stopped forthwith. Red hole mining is very risky, not safe. Okay, sometimes poisonous gases may be coming out, leading to the killing of people. Okay, and very risky. And that is why the National Green Tribunal declared this red hole mining illegal, and they recommended that this should be stopped. Okay, so here let me tell you something about this National Green Tribunal. Actually, see, National Green Tribunal Act. Okay, this is an act. National Green Tribunal Act 2010 is an act of the Parliament of India, which enables creation of a special tribunal cases, okay, to handle the expeditious means very fast and efficient disposal of the cases pertaining to environmental issues. That means National Green Tribunal handles the cases which are related with the environmental issues, natural disasters. Okay, and the last part, see here, actually here it tells the a rough distribution of these minerals in India. So India is fortunate to have fairly rich and varied mineral resources. The following sentences will tell you the broad distribution of minerals in India. See, in India, these minerals are unevenly distributed. Means we do not find minerals everywhere. It is localized, and broadly speaking, peninsular rocks contain most of the reserves of coal, metallic minerals, mica, and many other non-metallic minerals. Sedimentary rocks on the western and eastern flanks of the peninsula, then in Gujarat and Assam, have most of petroleum deposits. Then Rajasthan, with rock system of the peninsula, has reserves of many non-ferrous minerals. Okay, non-ferrous minerals. That is copper, then mica, then other these rocks like marble. Okay, so these are broad distribution of these minerals in India. Okay, so any question up to here? Any question? Do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay, then up to here for today. As usual, please leave your names for attendance, and thank you very much for joining my class. Okay.